E bem-vindos a mais uma live do Hogwarts Legacy. Eu vou para a aula de herbologia. Preciso de comparecer à aula de herbologia ministrada pela professora Garlic nas estufas. E até estamos perto, por isso, vamos lá. Let's go. Como podem ver, ganho novas recompensas por estar a assistir a lives na Twitch. Isto é o quê? Se calhar tem a ver alguma coisa com fogo, sei lá, não faço ideia.
Incêndio!
Fixe. Página do guia de campo. Ok, faltam-me 20, ganhei 80 XP e olhem bem para estes detalhes que é necessário mesmo. É necessário olhar para isto. Pois. Faz sentido. Peraí. Ok. Não faz sentido porque as estátuas do último filme do Harry Potter e os Talismãs da Morte, todas estas estátuas são enfeitiçadas para combater contra o Voldemort, não é? E acho que assim esquece. Mas não é bem neste local. É num outro sítio. E pronto. É por isso que estava. Isto no filme é num outro lugar, é por isso que eu estava um bocado. What? Pois é, às vezes as estátuas passam-se um bocadinho, mas isso é normal, isso eu também me passo às vezes. Uau! E atrás de tónico, gótico. Uau! Que espetacular! Que espetacular! E penso que está aqui uma chave voadora que é necessário. É bom para nós abrirmos. Estava ali uma daquelas folhas de papel. Ali mesmo. Ai. Let's go. Isto realmente, olha-me. Realmente está muito bem feito. Ok, um detalhe importante, um detalhe, quer dizer, isto é a minha opinião, não é? É que as portas abrem demasiado rápido e como Hogwarts já foi fundada há tanto tempo. Se bem que isto pode ser coisa. Isto pode ser transformada por feitiços. Devia de abrir mais. Oh, já aqui. Mas isso também não interessa. Quer dizer, isso. Oh. É um bocado rápido, mas isso não importa nada. Ora, aqui estamos nas estufas. Deixa-me tirar uma fotografia, uma foto isto é mesmo. E vamos ter a nossa primeira aula. Let's go.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Eu li com este fato bem ridículo.
To have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ei, mano, olha aí. Ei, que caraças. Caraças. Não, eu definitivamente tenho que trocar este fato, que este fato é horrível.
Like a warm, dirty blanket,
este
putting
traje.
the mandrake right at ease. Reparo.
A sério.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Eu definitivamente tenho que trocar este fato, que é mesmo muito mau. Eu até tenho... Estou bom que era melhor. Este está melhor. Isto também é uma treta. Isto também tem a defesa, tem isto. O melhor que eu tenho então é este, certo? Vou tirar o Edu Cascol. Eu relembro que eu só estou a usar, por exemplo, estou a usar isto e estou a usar isto também, por causa das recompensas só. A experimentar, apesar de ser ridículos, que eu sei que se uma pessoa estiver aí a ver, é lógico que acha estes óculos ridículos, não é? E isto também e tal. Mas pronto, cara. Não, eu o chapéu até não é assim muito ridículo, mas os olhos sim. Os olhos, os óculos. Deixa-me ver se dá para pôr aqui um manto. E se for assim. Assim vai fixe. Eu posso experimentar isto. Isto já utilizei várias vezes e este para mim é o melhor. E agora? Mas este posso experimentar. Não, isto vou só experimentar na arte na arena. Que este é especial. E é brutal, mano. Vou usar esta cena. Esquece. Os óculos é que é uma estupidez isto, mas pronto. Isto é mais para... Lá está, este é mais para... Sei lá, quando tivermos... Porque isto chama-se óculos de dragão de olhos, lendários com penetrante olhado da cadeira. Isto só quando estivermos a lutar com o dragão é que vale a pena agora. E os óculos meia lua, brutal. Mesmo a Dumbledore. Agora esta boneca foi um bocado sempre. Mas em princípio, na quinta, claro, também terei.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Quase perdi a audição.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the Dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the Dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple.
Pois, lá está, queria interagir. Ora, seleciona as sementes disponíveis para começar a plantar. Uma vez que as sementes tenham sido plantadas... Ok, tudo bem. As folhas desta erva medicinal são usadas na poção Wiggenweld. As sementes de Dittany podem ser compradas no nave mágico. Podem ser cultivadas em vasos de qualquer tamanho. Ok. Um composto rico em nutrientes. Certo.
Done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Certo.
Your wait.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. No offense. Sorry. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Segure a linha e pressione R para abrir a roda de ferramentas e atribuir os repolhos do utensílio. Depois preferir o leão para usar os ferramentas. E a linha é aqui. Ah, ok. Aliás, o
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Nothing to it. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Acho que elas podem ser outras, claro, mas é só um boneco. Eu já estava imaginando isso, não que fosse preciso de ajuda, mas imagino que se não fosse um boneco. Acho que elas podem ser úteis.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup. Even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Reparo.
What are you up to now?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Captain.
Okay.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Eu também, as plantas têm muito a oferecer. Sinceramente, não me importo muito com as plantas. Não, vamos ser. Eu gosto desta professora. Esta professora é top.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Relishing their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the cradle.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her Mandarin.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Prefiro aqui assim. Certo. The fuck?
Protego! Lumos.
Coitado do gajo.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Contra Nettie. Oh no. Ele está no lugar das corujas. Oh não. Aqui está a cabana do Hagrid, que não é o Hagrid, mas é outra coisa. Olha, dá para entrar.
Revelio.
Fixe.
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
Lá está, a questão é: será que podemos confiar nela? Porque o raio do professor Fig disse que não era para dizer nada a ninguém. Mas eu confio na gaja, percebes? Eu confio nela. Quer dizer, confio. Mal a conheci, mas eu acho o filho. Epá, não sei. Muito difícil. Vou confiar.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Off on another adventure.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Ok, vamos aqui fazer aqui uma cena. Certo.
Tell Rookwood to find the insect.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
A secção Collections do seu guia. O campo foi atualizado. Os tipos de inimigo. Pode obter informações sobre o projeto.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Já foste.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Shut! You'll take it!
Tell Rookwood to find the insect.
What's this?
Amateur! I haven't even had me see yet!
Come on, too afraid to fight back.
That's just vehicle! Stop that! Potato! You have potato! Let's drop a faithful potato! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You know where to hide.
Caralho!
Tell Rookwood to find the insect.
Back from more.
Incendiary.
Novice luck.
Let me use it.
Caralho!
Can't hold out forever.
Caralho!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Quem é Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writing. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallows in the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about...
Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink. That's that. Settled.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.